I paid my own college fees and I know 6 other people who did the same, often earning more than their parents. But we are not supposed to do that. We are supposed to complete our degree, get graduated, then get a job if we can get one, and then start earning. So what exactly did me and these guys do differently? A 2023 LinkedIn study suggests that students who develop freelance and entrepreneurship skills early are significantly more employable. In fact, the World Economic Forum's Future of Job Report 2023 predicts that the skills like digital literacy, self-management, and freelancing are among the top skills that will define future career success. And the earlier you start, the faster you grow. But here is the reality. While some of the students are already earning 15-20 lakhs a year while they're in college, most of you are going to wait till you graduate to start earning money. But I never really liked that idea. That is why I tried 10 plus side hustles in college, from selling t-shirts to making posters, content creation to freelancing while balancing college life altogether. And this whole exploration has taught me which side hustles work in India and which are a complete waste of time. And in today's video, I'm going to share my passive income, earning money and side hustle knowledge that I have garnered over the last 6 years in a step-by-step process. And it doesn't matter if you already have the skills or if you are starting from absolute zero. I'll tell you everything from how to start, how much time it takes, share useful resources to start, and how will you make anywhere from 50k to 5 lakhs every single month while you are still a student. See, people on the internet are talking about thousands of side hustles, but most of them are not going to make you money in 2025. Things like GPT websites and online surveys are a complete waste of your time, while things like trading might not be worth the risk. So in this video, we're going to segregate all the side hustles into 4 different quadrants using 2 axes: earning potential and difficulty. And here I am considering time investment and payback time both inside of difficulty. Almost everyone begins their journey from quadrant number 1. Most people get stuck at quadrant number 2, but only a few selected people can actually take the leap of faith to go into quadrant number 4. But before you get more confused and leave this video, let's begin from the start. Quadrant number 1. If you do not have a laptop or any tangible skills, quadrant 1 is where you start off with. This can help you earn some money quite quickly. Things like tutoring, selling notes, or managerial roles, which will be paying you very quickly as soon as you join the job or as soon as you start tutoring. And if you are a student, the skills needed for this are something you already have. Now these will be paying you anywhere between 5 to 20k a month, and this might get a little boring, but don't worry, we're not going to be doing this for very long, just enough to buy ourselves a laptop. Now the second quadrant is all about good money in a very small time. Things like freelancing, social media management for businesses, and UGC creations. You can already tell that you need some prevalent skills to get good money in a short time. That is exactly what quadrant 2 is. I think trading can also fall into this bucket, but in general, other than trading, these things will generally pay you anywhere between 20 to 50 or 60k every single month. Now that is great money if you're a student. I was not earning 50k a month when I was in my first year. If you can do that, you are essentially sorted. But as you can tell, these side hustles actually require you to have some kind of skills which are probably not taught in school. So if you don't have any skills that you can leverage, go back to quadrant number 1, start with something easy, and while you're earning money through that and sustaining yourself, start learning. If you're not really sure about how you can start learning, here is a 30-day foolproof plan of learning literally anything. The first day is for validation. Watch as many YouTube videos as you can to understand the premise of the skills that you're going to learn. Your focus should not be about learning it, but understanding if it is even worth spending 30 days on. Now here's a small piece of advice. Do not listen to any one person on the internet, not even me. Listen to tons of advice and do tons of research, then make your own informed decision. Now day 2 and 3 are for research. Once you have decided the exact skill that you are going to learn, be it trading, coding or editing, scour the internet for finding the most effective learning resources. And I'm saying less YouTube and Google and more on actual forums where real people talk about their real experiences. And if you can do good research and find a good course, I will even suggest you to put in some money and invest some money into the course, because it is going to help you learn so much faster. But if you don't want to spend any money on courses right now, absolutely fine. The free resources will be absolutely fine. They're just going to take a little more time. Wow, that rhymed. Now day 4 to day 11 is about building your basics or your fundamentals. You have to be watching at least 50 hours of learning material or reading a book to actually understand the basics, because this is going to be the most fundamental thing that you're going to learn in that particular skill. And for the remaining 90 days, we are going to start building something basic, something small, but we are going to start building something, and we are going to face problems. We are going to go understand the problem, search it up in Google, look at forums, solve that problem. We are going to get stuck again, and this cycle will keep repeating over and over, and you will keep getting better and better with experiences, not just theory, with practical experience. And this approach of learning something through building projects is not just about failing at something, then learning something, failing at something. It also makes you a small portfolio when you're finally done with your 30 days. Like if you're learning to trade, you need to understand market behavior, sentiment analysis, and company fundamentals. If you're learning to code, you need to understand control flow, OOPS, basic system design, front end, back end, and how these things work. If you're learning to edit videos, however, there is a small problem, because softwares like Premiere Pro, Final Cut Pro, or DaVinci Resolve need you to have a very powerful laptop, and not all of us have it. But there is a much more accessible and much quicker way to edit your videos, especially if they're in the vertical format. When you're new to the craft, it's much better to keep the process simple, and the best option for that is Spring. Unlike other mobile apps like CapCut, Spring has all its features and assets available for absolutely free, and you can even export 4K 60fps videos without any watermarks. It's very easy to make content with Spring. All you have to do is shoot, bring in your footage, and place your cuts and trims. Then you can add stickers and royalty-free music from KineMaster Asset Store. You can even decorate your text with presets and animate them with keyframes for better control, and that is exactly what I'm talking about. Spring makes editing videos so simple, and it is the best choice for anyone starting to edit videos on their phone, because it is available for absolutely free on Android and iOS both. You can click the first link in the description to try out Spring right now. And thanks a lot to Spring for making today's video possible. After these 30 days, you have some amount of skill that you can finally leverage to get your first client. But how do you get your first client? Cold emails, cold DMs, cold outreach, basically let everyone know. Making content is one way to do it, but it is much harder to do in my opinion. So just send DMs and send emails to people that you genuinely think that you can help. And keep your emails short, because remember, nobody cares about you. So keep your emails short, concise, and talk about how you can help the client, not about your skills, not about how good your portfolio is, not about how you need this job. Only talk about how you can help the client. And probably after 500 cold outreaches, you will get maybe 10 replies, 8 meetings, and out of them maybe one of the clients will close. And at this point, do not worry about money, just care about delivering killer work. The client should not have any problems. The client should be very happy, and if they're happy, you do not have to look for clients anymore. They will tell other people, and you will get clients in your DMs, not the other way around. Now coming to the third quadrant, I call it the quadrant of doom, because this is actually fucked. It takes a lot of time to start earning money, and it doesn't pay you much. Then what's the point? Things like starting a blog, print on demand, or selling digital products. I don't recommend starting these things as your first venture. This can be added to your income streams later on when you have already something going on. Now see, all of this can be grown to a big business if you're doing them full time. But remember, we are students. We cannot do things full time. So I don't think anyone is interested in this quadrant of doom. So let's move on to quadrant number 4. Remember what I said, everyone starts from quadrant number 1. Most people get stuck in quadrant number 2. When you are making good money in short time, people don't really want to move out of here. But only a chosen few, only a very courageous few actually take the leap from quadrant number 2 to quadrant number 4, which is the ultimate goal. Because if you feel like quadrant 1, 2, and 3 does not really have enough money, you go to quadrant number 4, because this is the one I call the quadrant of glory. This one is not meant for the weak, not meant for the lazy. This one is meant for the absolute hardest working motherfuckers in the room. Things like building a personal brand, content creation, creator-led businesses, 3D and VFX, all these things require immense amount of focus to first learn them, and then even after you start, you will need like 5 to 6 months or even sometimes years to start earning. But here's the difference between a quadrant 2 job and a quadrant 4 job. The quadrant 2 job maximum, even if you are doing it for 5-10 years, you'll be still earning like max to max 3 to 4 lakhs, maybe 5 lakhs a month. But quadrant 4 actually holds the power of asymmetric returns. You could be working 10 hours a day and earn absolutely zero when you're starting out. But if you keep doing it for 3, 4, 5 years, it can eventually start making you 20, 25 lakhs a month. Not in a year, a month. But here is a fair warning. If you can't focus on one thing for very long, or if you give up on learning new things in like 2 to 3 weeks, I would suggest you to stay in quadrant 1 or quadrant 2. Please do not come to quadrant 4. It is only going to lead to failure and you're not going to feel good. And I have also left absolute gems of resources to start multiple different side hustles or side businesses while you're in college in the description below. These are things that I have actually used or my friends have actually used that have given them financial freedom while they are still a student. So do make sure that you check them out, and if you're starting a new side hustle, do let me know in the comments below. And remember, making money is simple, but it's not easy.